start with the Crazy Dane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cuckoo guy who's going to save the world. Yeah. I will try to give an example of alternatives to how we can get out of SaaS solutions in general. And there are many ways, and I will try to lead you through everything. I just need to know this is forward, right? Yeah. There are many reasons why we all are here today. Some don't like Trump, some don't like the Chinese, or there are many reasons for being here. But we should try to find a solution how to get out of this situation we're in. And we are always talking about how deep could we go down, when can we turn off and on the things. And right now, I can only give the solution on the software level. We don't produce hardware anymore in Europe, so that's another battle somebody else has to take, which I hope that maybe all of you here could spread that, go together in a joint venture, somehow influence the politicians or something, because we need probably to get we have the knowledge, but we need to get production back in Europe. So my main goal probably here is we probably have to think local now and buy local and support local. We all know that if we eat McDonald's 24/7, we die. If we don't, we want to differentiate. We don't want to walk in H&M clothes all the time because we want to differentiate. But when it comes to IT solutions, we all use the same. Why? It's where you have most differentiations, most opportunities. But anyway, and I think it's very interesting to think about that. If some comes and say that it's open source and this technology is not secure, guys, 90% of the world servers are running Linux, for instance, and all the proprietary solutions we have today is based on Linux. So it is mature, it is secure. And I don't want to go through because probably all of you are tired and sick of GDPR, NIS2, DORA, AI Act, Cyber Resilience Act, which is coming. But I think the most important thing is that we need to be able to be compliant with all these things. If we cannot document what we put into the system and what comes out, it's by definition illegal to use. So think about that. If you have some of these proprietary SaaS solutions, you cannot play with how is it developed, where is it hosted, who has access, and all the things. You will never know that. So you need to probably. So maybe open source is the only solution for this. But there are also other things that I think is very important to bear in mind. I mean, maybe we don't give a shit about compliance or cybersecurity and these things, but at least if I was sitting in it would be difficult for me to defend the expenditures you're using on licenses. Why the fuck spend money on licenses if you can get it for free? So that's another thing about it all. How to get started with open source? Yeah, I would say in general, if you want to start a new IT systems, maybe you should try to find 3 to 5 IT systems. But I would go to something called GitHub. Put in the search words what you need, Office alternative, GRC, government risk and compliance software or whatever. See what's there. Go in, see how many contributors are there, how big is the community. Download, try it out, download 3 to 5 systems, test it. maybe get help. There was some Red Pill Impro was here today. I'm pretty sure that they can install it, set it up for you, test it. But I think the most important thing is also the last thing. Remember to give back. If you find errors, report back to the system. So that's how the community works. And you can be safe about using open source, because there are always in a community edition, which is the community that are building it. And then there's always an enterprise solution where it's a big company that's behind it that can give you support. But all the members are there, would be able to support you anyway. So there is no reason not to try it. I was more thinking about that how the problem is, for 20 years now, everybody said it should be up in the cloud, it should be up in the cloud, it should be up in the cloud. Guys, no. Back. Get your own servers right away. Install the different open source solutions you have. And why should we do it? We have the same, all companies have the same, or governments or whatever, have the same internet connection in, like a gigabit connection in. You can easily host everything yourself. You just need to buy the server. And if you want to take backup, maybe you don't have 2 locations over there or something like that, then start the community, host the server over there in that company or here place, so you can make redundancy between each other. So you actually don't need a hosting company. But I would at any time recommend that you take backup also in a hosting company, like a load balancing system, or how the way you build it up. But one of the best things in open source solutions that are there right now is to build everything on Kubernetes. It's like a spider network. So if something goes slow, then you spin it up, and you can easily install everything. So in our company, we had to focus on where are we, what kind of solutions should we use, and we have focused on something called the OpenDisk, which is the German government that has invested or put a company called Zendesk to develop this system, and they have tried to make a system which contains, how to say, everything. And they say we need an alternative to Outlook, that they call Open Exchange. And if somebody, I need to say, it's built by Open PGP encryption, and Proton Guide is probably going to talk a lot more about that. But even now, we don't even send encrypted messages. This is the only solution. So when you're sending a mail now from Microsoft to another Gmail or something, Microsoft, it comes to the Microsoft server, but they open it in a clear text. And then they encrypt it again. And you can fuck Purview and fuck all the other things. You cannot make it secure. Period. Sorry. Guys, Philippa is going to talk more about Nextcloud, but I will mention that in this system, they use Nextcloud File Manager. And later on, if you come to the... I need to know how much time I have. 10 minutes. Yeah. And this becomes more and more the backbone in this kind of open source environment, because Nextcloud is really cool. I even brought an open source mobile phone today, which is running on Sailfish OS. And I can get this one to take backup of all my messages and everything. So it's there. And from this, Nextcloud File Manager, you can then open your text documents and all the kind of things, share them, and it's like Microsoft Office, and this is collaborated with LibreOffice. In that system, oh my God, it's so big that I cannot even go through everything. And you know, Microsoft Project is even big in itself. Open Project is bigger. And you can even make your own governance risk and compliance tool, time register tables. It's just your imagination how you configure the system. You will never get bored. And Microsoft SharePoint, XWiki, they use that for intranet. Element Secure Chat, this is what most of the people in the German government, it's made also for NATO. Maybe that's why they're using it. Yeah, there are alternatives to Microsoft Teams. It's like Discord, whatever. And then they have an easy also, which is really cool. It works in the browser. So when you have more larger video conferencing things, then this is probably better because it's very fast. And everything, doesn't matter how, you can install this on server or hosting provider or whatever. You can run it yourself on your own servers, internal in the company. You can start with different versions, and it works on Mac, Windows, even Ubuntu, of course, mobile apps for iOS, Android, and F-Droid. So I think one of the strong messages here is also we need to stop this fucking app production right away, because it's so difficult for us to get it to work on these open source mobile phones and everything. So please try to hold back all development of app production. If somebody is, I would, in my opinion, if somebody is building something for you and it's not working in a web browser, then it's probably not a good enough IT system. But hold back the apps, because the more we put people to use apps, the more difficult it is for us to make sure, and the movement to change to open source mobile phones, because we have problems getting all the apps to work on F-Droid open source environment. So if you have the power to that. So, and another thing, yeah, it doesn't help also either that we on all our homepages everywhere in the news, prime time, say, go into our Facebook and make a debate of that. Okay, I would never pass a marketing exam if the first thing I ask people to do is talk with me on Facebook, write me on another media or something like that. No, get the power back on your own homepage, Mastodon, Twitter version, pixel feed you have, install it, photos.yourdomainname.dk.no, whatever, PeerTube, videos.your domain name. You can stream, you can do a lot of things. It can be used for a lot of things. Help make the Fediverse to grow. Buy your instance so other people can use it. And there I was also mentioned to maybe make some other things. Yeah, what kind of, I would say that the best open source world homepage system today is Odoo. You have CMS, CRM system, Shop, Chat, and a small ERP system also. If you want to grow bigger with your ERP system, then use SaaS Salesforce, which is equal to Salesforce SAP. I just mentioned Element, but there are Rocket Chat, there are Mattermost that can do the same thing as like Microsoft Teams. It's very important. How would you go through for desktop computers? I have it here. Old computer, 10 years old. I installed Ubuntu on it. It runs faster than any Mac, Windows computer you can buy now. with I think they have to have over 32 GB RAM or something like that to be similar to this old computer. On mobile phones, there are different ones. There are Yolla with the Sailfish OS. Sailfish OS is also a separate operating system you can use. There are Fairphone. Graphene OS is really, really cool. It only works on Pixel phones, but again, you can get everything to work on different phones. You just need to test it. But this Yolla with Sailfish OS is probably one of the a combined solution for all. And of course, you can get MDM solutions, so you can push out everything from your company to the different device. Yeah, final message. Again, why pay for licenses when open source is free? Why should taxpayers fund foreign tech giants when free alternatives exist? Maybe we imagine all the money we are sending out, we could probably use for local jobs and creating a lot of local jobs in Europe, our own country. And the real world example is Schleswig-Holstein, which migrated to Linux. Tens of millions are saved. They create 100 local jobs, and the money keeps inside the country. The fucked up guy is done.
Yeah, fantastic.
I don't know if I manage everything.
Thank you.
And
I think you delivered brilliantly. Thank you so much.
thanks.